Hi, this is Travis with Bearded Reviews. Today we're going to review this Erin Aroma diffuser by Erin, and I just wanted to say that we got this for free, just as a chance to give this thing a go and do a quick product testing for you. I am a big user of essential oils, and I have my favorite brand, and I use their diffusers. But that doesn't mean I don't use other diffusers. I just happen to have one of theirs. But having the chance to check this one out was very intriguing. This was a high capacity, whereas all of the ones that I get from my EO company have quite a low capacity. So without further ado, I wanted to show you this diffuser. Okay, so this is the diffuser that I got from Erin. I just want to thank them again for letting us take a look at this. And now, straight out of the box, it was very well packaged, and it came with this little cup. I will set that cup right there beside it. Now that cup, if you will fill it up about 3 times, then it fills this thing up to its maximum capacity of 500 milliliters. And you'll forgive me, I do not know the capacity of my others, but this one is quite a large capacity, in which I was very pleased with. It means I could run it for a little bit longer than normal. Now here's the essential oils that I use. It's just a couple of them, but as you can see that Thieves is one of my favorite essential oils, and as it smells good, and it really helps whenever you have a cold or something. So without further ado, what I wanted to do is turn that off there. Was basically talk about some of the controls here. This is actually, it took me a second to figure out exactly what they do. There's nothing in the book, or the manual, other than some acronyms. And I'll show you that real quick. They have basically a picture or a drawing of a diagram of the front of this. And as you can see, let's see if I can get you to see that. It says light, BD, LH, and mist. Now, it wasn't too hard to figure out which one was light and which one was the mist or power on button, but what does BD and LH stand for? Now, I wasn't 100% sure on that. I just figured it would say somewhere in the book, and as I scanned through it, there wasn't a clear and definitive, this button does this and this button does that. It was just me playing with it that figured it out. So basically what you can tell, this one here is the light from the instructions. So let's see here. Now that turns on the light, and now as the light sits there, it begins to change colors, because this is a multi-light or LED type of device, and so you can let it sit through a cycle of colors. But if you don't like it to cycle through colors, you like a specific color, you can do this. Change it from color to color and pick your color preference however you like it, or just turn it off. But what I found out was the button next to it makes it brighter or it makes it dimmer, so bright or dim. So let's turn this off right quick. I don't care for the light unless it's late at night, and then usually just a white light. Let's see here. We have this button here, which is basically after you turn it on, let's set it at 2 hours, you see the steam or mist coming out. What does this button do? L and H was the acronym placed under that one. So if you press this, it beeps twice, and it changes it either to a low, that's low, or high, and it puts a greater output of the essential oils diffuser. Now this, I can smell the oil. It diffuses just like my other essential oil diffuser, and so I wanted to compare them and show you the difference, because this is actually putting out a very good amount, and I like directional diffusers that push the steam out in a particular direction. This one here, you can actually turn, and say you wanted it pointing another direction, you could point it another direction, and you can really see how much steam's coming out of that. It's actually a cold steam, so it's just diffusing how much that's diffusing. Now this other one is the name brand that I got, and I wanted to show you basically the difference. Now you can see the steam coming out of this one and see the steam coming out of that one. This was not multi-directional, but there is a noticeable difference in how quiet Erin is versus Young Living's. Erin's there's virtually zero sound, but the other, you can actually hear the motor. Now let me turn that off for you. See, now I found that to be quite intriguing. I am a very light sleeper. It's one of the reasons why I don't keep one next to my bed turned on. But I like having essential oils at night. But I don't like hearing the whirring sound. Not only does the more expensive name brand make a louder noise, it also gurgles, and you can hear the water gurgling in there. Now, some people might like that, but for me, I don't want to hear anything. Whereas this one, you just can't hear nothing. And the output capacity is just as good, if not better, on this one. Plus, this one only lasts for a few hours, whereas this one will last, well, it says 2 hours, 4 hours, or just on. But with 500 milliliters of liquid, I would imagine this would last 7 hours plus. And I didn't see anything but it did say you shouldn't run it for any longer than 10 hours. And as I read through the instructions, I did not see anything that said the maximum running time on the maximum amount of liquid is so many hours. What it does say is do not use the diffuser continuously for over 10 hours, which seems like that's just a precautionary thing, just so that it doesn't get worn out faster. But wow, if you'll take a look at that, that just puts out a lot of essential oils into the air. And boy, let me tell you, I wish you could be here. This smells amazing. I love the way these smells. So once again, this is Travis with Bearded Reviews, just checking out this really great essential oils diffuser to use. In fact, I think this is my new favorite one. I've got a couple, and I was just using one here in the kitchen, and that was just my Rosebud diffuser. I think that this is going to be the new kitchen diffuser. One is directional. I can change the direction without changing the buttons, just this cover, and then and point it into whatever direction that I want. So that works out really good for me, and just boy, let me tell you, it just smells great in the kitchen already. So that's the product review of the Erin Aroma diffuser, and I hope that you enjoyed that, and it kind of gives you an idea. This thing is on sale right now for $29.99. That's whenever I saw it. I did not pay anything for it. They asked me to do a quick review of this. But it's just as good, if not better, than the name brand that I get from my EO company. And I'm very happy with this. This is an incredible little diffuser. And in fact, it's blowing up and over my camera and hitting me right in the face. What a great diffuser. So y'all have a blessed time, and hey, go pick yourself one of these up. You're sure to love this thing. This is Travis with Bearded Reviews. Thank you, and beard on.